All right, we are back, folks. I am in a different location. I am being monitored by the pups. They're so sweet. I want, they're so cute. I love them so much. I just had some lunch food, which is good. Okay. Okay. Let me just get. Oh goodness. Which one are you? Hi, come here. Get a toy. You might hear pups. I'm so sorry. I'm doing the best I can. All right, let's just jump in and we will all catch up. We'll all catch up. So we were just picking up right where we left off.
You can just stay where you are, Counselor. Let's wait for them to come in.
We are waiting for the jury to come back on in, and we can boot, scoot, and boogie through this.
Juror number 2, back row. He's already ready. I see those hands are raised. You know what's coming. Y'all complied to the court's instructions, right? Thank you. Record reflect all hands have been raised. Mr. Owens, you may continue your examination, sir.
Dr. Warner, I don't want to rehash it, but just for the jury's sake, would it be fair to say that the text messages that you were forwarded by the state attorney for you to review, you did not deem to be relevant to your evaluation?
Right. They demonstrate.
Amendment said yes or no question.
Yes.
Now, from what I understand, when the state attorney sent you the information, they did not send you any videotapes.
Correct.
So you have not reviewed any videotapes in this matter.
Correct.
The suitcase videotapes, either one of those you have not reviewed.
I have not seen them.
Okay. Or any body cam videotapes you have not reviewed.
They're described in the police report.
My question is, have you viewed any of the body cam videotapes relating to this incident?
I have not seen them. Correct.
Oh no! No, I made an oopsie.
Is it your opinion that Sarah Boone?
We see that quite often.
sane or not at the time of the offense? Rehash it, but just for the jury's sake.
Sorry.
Would it be fair to say that the text messages that you were forwarded by the state attorney,
Sorry.
by the state attorney for you
I was
to
trying to
review,
move the closed
you did not
captioning.
deem to be relevant to your evaluation?
Right, they demonstrate.
Ma'am, it's a yes or no question.
Okay.
State
Okay,
attorney sent
where
you
we
the
are. We're good.
information.
I'm not touching
They
it
did
anymore.
not
I
send you
promise.
any videotapes.
Correct,
So you have not reviewed any videotapes in this matter.
correct.
The suitcase videotapes, either one of those you have not reviewed.
I have not seen them.
Okay. Or any body cam videotapes you have not reviewed.
They're described in the police report.
My question is, have you viewed any of the body cam videotapes relating to this incident?
I have not seen them. Correct.
Prior incidences between the two of them, have you reviewed any videotapes, body cam videotapes of any prior incidents?
I have not.
Have you reviewed the audio tapes related to some of the questioning of Sarah Boone?
I have not.
Have you reviewed the autopsy report?
It's described in the incident report, but I did not see the actual autopsy report.
Now, you're aware that we have called two experts, Dr. Michael Brannon and Dr. Julie Harper. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you're aware that they are forensic psychologists,
That's correct.
and you are a forensic psychiatrist.
That's correct.
So they didn't go to medical school and you did,
That's correct.
and they don't understand medical issues, so to speak.
I don't have an understanding of what they understand. But
Do you recall telling me that they don't understand medical issues, so to speak?
they haven't been to medical school, but I wouldn't understand their medical knowledge.
If you would look on page 22 of your deposition. Objection collateral.
Approach. Objection's overruled.
Dr. Warner, have you had a chance to review your deposition on page 22, starting at line 7?
Yes.
Could you read down through line 11, your answer?
Yes, I'm talking about psychologists in general, not with regard specifically to your experts, which is what you were just asking me about.
Okay, but you would agree, your opinion is psychologists typically do therapy, but they don't prescribe medication or understand medical issues, so to speak.
Correct.
Overruled.
But I wasn't specifically talking about your experts, which you were just asking me about your experts specifically. And I said I didn't understand, I didn't know what their specific medical.
Right, that's what you said under oath, October 4th of this year.
We are getting into a space where he is going to try, Mr. Owens is going to try to impeach this witness and make her seem unreliable as much as he can. That's the only thing that he has, because unfortunately the bells have been rung, ding-a-ling-a-ding, right? And you cannot unring it. You cannot put the toothpaste back in the toothpaste container. The jar? The tube. You can't put the toothpaste back into the tube. You can't do it. But what you can do is do everything in your power to make the jury find and harbor some doubt for the relevance of this witness. And for some reason, the internet is not happy right now. I think it's just a in my town thing where the internet is not happy. And if you hear some random noises, it's because I got pups.
Sustained.
Now, is it fair to say that the majority of your work is in the field of competency to proceed and guardianship evaluations?
Actually, the majority of my work is in patient care. I work 7 days a week on the crisis stabilization unit, actually treating patients.
You work 7 days a week.
Yes, sir.
So as a forensic psychiatrist doing forensic work, the majority of your work in that area is in the field of competency to proceed and guardianship evaluations.
As a forensic psychiatrist, correct. As a psychiatrist, I work 7 days a week on the crisis stabilization unit.
And where is that unit?
It's located in Lake City, Florida.
So you work there 7 days a week.
Yes, sir.
And then you also do this forensic psychiatrist work doing competencies to proceed and guardianship evaluations.
That's part of the what comes under the umbrella of my forensic work. Yes.
That's the majority of your forensic work.
Yes, that's the majority. That's the most common cases that we're asked to.
And then next in line would be sanity at the time of the crime.
Yes.
So you would make a determination and submit a report to the court as to whether or not a defendant, an accused, is legally sane or not at the time of the offense.
Yes, that's correct.
Is it fair to say that you also testify weekly as a treating physician through Baker Act Court?
Yes, that's correct. Every Thursday, we have Baker Act hearings with regards to our individuals who are being held in our crisis stabilization unit.
Is that in Gainesville or Lake City?
No, sir, that's in Lake City.
Now, Lake City from here is north of Gainesville?
Yes, sir. It's approximately 40 minutes north of Gainesville.
And what's the relevance of this?
Now, I believe you said you've testified in battering spouse situations in court approximately 5 to 10 times?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
And you often refer to that as intimate violence cases?
Yes.
Now, my understanding that after you had a chance to evaluate my client, Sarah Boone, and I believe you evaluated her 2 days before the deposition, so it would have been October the 2nd of 2024.
Correct.
As to your diagnosis as it relates to her, do you believe that she suffers from a generalized anxiety disorder?
No, sir.
Now, you're aware that she was previously diagnosed prior to you evaluating her, she was previously diagnosed with a generalized anxiety disorder.
She told me that she had previously been diagnosed. I did not see any medical records with that diagnosis in it, but she told me that she had previously been diagnosed with that.
Did you attempt to secure any other records to us?
Just stand.
Did you diagnose her with an adjustment disorder?
I did diagnose her with an adjustment disorder.
Do you believe that if she was diagnosed with a generalized anxiety disorder, it's really not that, it should be an adjustment disorder?
A lot of the symptoms overlap for the two diagnoses, and we see that quite often, that the different diagnosticians or physicians come up with different diagnoses based on a lot of symptoms. So it's not uncommon for the two diagnoses to overlap based on the symptoms.
Do you agree back on October the 4th, 2024, when I took your deposition, that you could not make up your mind at that time whether she suffered from generalized anxiety disorder or an adjustment disorder?
I had not made a clinical decision at that time. I hadn't reviewed all of my documents at that time.
When did you make a clinical decision that she suffered from adjustment disorder as opposed to generalized anxiety disorder?
It was probably within the next week when I was reviewing all of the, going through all of the documents in her interview more thoroughly.
Dr. Warner, did you agree you did not notify me?
Judge, may we approach? Yes.
Oh, what's going on? Hi. I heard a wolf. I need to see what this bump is. You got bumps. Do we know about the bumps? I don't know what an adjustment disorder is. So as they're doing this, no growls. As they're doing this, I'm going to look up adjustment disorder. I don't know the definition of adjustment disorder from AI overview on Google is a mental health condition characterized by an excessive and maladaptive emotional or behavioral response to a stressful life event. Okay. Typically triggered by a significant stressor such as loss of a loved one, job loss, divorce, medical illness, major life transition, moving, marriage, symptoms, emotional distress, changes in behavior, difficulty concentrating or making decisions, sleep disturbances, physical symptoms, headaches, fatigue. To diagnose adjustment disorder, a healthcare professional will typically ask about the patient's history of stressful events, assess That is so annoying. Assess the patient's symptoms and rule out other mental health conditions, treatment, psychotherapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, medication, antidepressants, anti-anxiety meds, lifestyle changes, stress management techniques, exercise, healthy sleep habits, prognosis. With appropriate treatment, most people with adjustment disorder recover within a few months. However, some individuals may experience chronic symptoms or recurrences in the future. Additional information. Adjustment disorder is more common in children and adolescents than in adults. It is important to seek professional help if you or someone you know is experiencing symptoms of adjustment disorder. Early intervention can help improve. Oh, they're back at it. Sorry.
Because I only had information from her. I didn't have anything in the medical records to support generalized anxiety disorder. So I wanted to review that.
I'm just learning it now as you testified here today.
Sustained.
Are you?
Okay.
I didn't know that I had enough information from her because I only had information from her. I didn't have anything in the medical records to support generalized anxiety disorder. So I wanted to review that.
I'm just learning it now as you testified here today.
Sustained.
Are you? Is this the first time you've let the parties know that this is your opinion?
That I believe that she has generalized anxiety disorder?
No.
That I believe that she has
Adjustment
disorder, yes.
Now, from your evaluation, you determined that she had a personality trait.
That's correct.
You felt like that she had a grandiosity issue,
Yes, she has a narcissistic personality disorder trait.
a trait, one trait.
Correct.
Do you agree a lot of people have one trait?
Yes,
Okay. A lot of people have a grandiosity trait
that's correct.
that are not narcissists.
But I never said that she was a narcissist.
We've been over a lot of people can have a lot of things. That doesn't make them that thing. Like, we've been over that so many times. Just
Is it
flipping
your
away.
opinion that Sarah Boone has alcohol use disorder?
Yes, that's correct.
And are you forming that opinion based on Sarah Boone's admission to you that she was an alcoholic?
I'm going to refer to my notes. She has a history of being diagnosed with that. She also acknowledged to me that her use had been problematic.
So you formed the opinion that she suffered from alcohol use disorder based on the history that she presented to you at this evaluation.
It was based on the totality of the information that I was provided. So the medical records demonstrating that she had been diagnosed with it in the past. Her ex-husband in his interview in the police report described her as an alcoholic, and in her description of herself having a problem with alcohol.
Do you acquire a tolerance over time if you drink on the regular?
That's one of the criteria.
Do people also have a genetic tolerance for alcohol?
They may.
I'm trying to stay muted until I need to speak,
Battered spouse syndrome.
because I do have some pups and they are playing peacefully right now with some squeaks. So I'm just trying to not annoy anyone with the squeakies. But hi, Ronnie. What's up? We are getting through
Would
this
you agree
today.
That
And of
that
course
is a
the internet.
recognized syndrome in the psychiatric community?
Yes.
And you have heard no criticisms of that syndrome?
No.
And you would agree that's a subset of post-traumatic stress disorder?
Yes.
And you would agree that Lenore Walker first developed the theory of post-traumatic stress syndrome?
Yes.
Now, I think at the time of this deposition, you were not sure you knew Lenore Walker.
I don't recall that.
All right, look at page 54.
Her smile, sorry, her smile is like, it's doing a lot. It does a lot. When she does that little like cocky smile when he asks her a question and they're looking for something, or there's an objection and they want to approach. Her cocky smile does a lot. Like it's mind-blowing how much our brains can interpret body language without even realizing that we're interpreting body language in a certain way. We are watching, we are ingesting the way people are sitting physically, are looking physically, are talking physically. Are they using their hands? What are they doing? All that stuff. So we are analyzing body language subconsciously, constantly, and a jury is doing that now to this witness and to this lawyer. They are going to be constantly back and forth weighing. It's not a mean growl if you're hearing a growl. I'm playing and I'm really excited. It's so funny. So they're constantly interpreting this. They're checking it out with the lawyer as well. Are they seeing any nervousness, any sort of like stuttering? Are they seeing him work maybe a little too hard? The jurors are going to jur. They're going to jur. The jurors are going to jur.
Lenore B.A. Walker's book, The Battered Woman Syndrome, as an authoritative treatise on battered spouse syndrome?
I do not, because I have not read everything. I haven't read it, and so I can't say that I agree with everything in it.
Is it clear to you that Sarah Boone was involved in a violent relationship with George Torres?
Yes.
Do you agree that there was a violent cycle that occurred during that 3.5-year relationship that Sarah Boone had with George Torres?
It's been described that way, yes.
Would you describe it that way?
It's been described that way to me, yes.
Do you have an opinion?
Okay. Sustained.
Do you have an opinion that that was a violent cycle between Sarah Boone and George Torres?
It's been described that way, yes.
Do you agree that George Torres was the abuser and Sarah Boone was the victim in that?
I don't think she's going to feel comfortable saying
It was
yes.
a volatile relationship. In the police report, her ex-husband actually describes her as being the aggressor.
This is insane. This is insane. She is not going to sit there and say, Sarah was not the aggressor. George Jorge Torres was the aggressor. She's not going to sit there and say that. She cannot. She's not going to risk her job, risk her security, risk her career by making an assumption that there is no way to prove otherwise. They are not there. They do not see this relationship day to day, minute to minute, hour to hour behind closed doors. In my opinion, that has no weight into this case. I think they both were aggressors, and I think they both were victims. I think that ultimately George Torres was the ultimate victim in this relationship, but I think they both were victims, and they both were aggressors. That's what I think. That's what I think.
Okay, let me show you what's been identified. It says, Defense Exhibit I. Have you ever seen this photograph?
I have not.
Do you see the injuries on Sarah Boone?
I do.
Let me show you Defense Identification H. Do you see this photograph?
I do.
Have you ever seen it before?
I have not.
Do you agree that's Sarah Boone?
I do.
Are you aware that George Torres
Sustained.
Let me show you Defense Identification G. Have you ever seen this photograph?
I have not.
These pieces of evidence, these large pictures it's almost comical. Like it's almost comical in my opinion, not because they aren't going to be used well, but because they're so big. They're comically large. They're comically large. And there was a whole back and forth about using it so the jury can see everything. And you see how he's placing them down so that the jury can see some of the pictures. Everything this Mr. Owens is doing is methodical. Is it all successfully methodical? No, but there's a method.
Did you ever read anything about George Torres using a curtain rod as a weapon against Sarah Boone?
I don't recall that specifically.
Identification F, have you ever seen this photograph?
No.
Identification E, have you ever seen this photograph?
No.
Identification D, have you ever seen this photograph?
No.
Have you ever seen a videotape relating to this photograph?
No.
Identification A, have you ever seen this photograph?
No.
Now, I believe at the time of the deposition, you had spent I think on October the 2nd, 2024, you had spent 2.5 hours evaluating Sarah Boone, and about half of that time was giving her a test.
Yeah. The mental status examination takes approximately 5 minutes.
Okay. Did you go through her entire history of abuse over the 3.5 year period within the 2 hours and 20 minutes?
One of them was playing with a toy, and I don't know why. But he's like mad at it, like he's growling at it, like it did something to him. It's so funny to me. He's nowhere near any other dogs or me at all. Like it's not an aggression toward me. It's just like I'm taking control of this toy. It's so funny. I love it. Yeah, method to the madness. I don't know.
20 minutes that you have?
No.
It's a hard
Now,
sell, but
I
there's a
understand
method
that
there.
You indicated you may take a couple more hours to go through your file and your notes and to come up with your conclusions. Did you do that?
Yes.
Have you spent any more time on the case other than that 2 hours?
I've reviewed the documents.
Have you made any other attempts to go see Sarah Boone anymore?
Proper. Sustained.
Look at her face. She's so done with it. She's so over this.
You agree that your opinions are subjective, not based on authority?
They're based on my education, training, and years of
Expertise.
experience.
And you would agree they're your subjective opinions?
Correct.
Would you agree that Sarah Boone suffers from battered spouse syndrome?
I do.
Would you agree that battered women's experiences affect their perception of imminent danger?
They can.
Would you agree that victims of repeat violence may fear death in a situation others would not?
They may.
Because someone suffers from battered spouse syndrome, they have a heightened sensitivity to danger.
They may.
There's one just looking at me off
You
camera.
That people suffering from depression and anxiety are predisposed to getting into a relationship
So
with a partner who may be violent.
They may. Each individual is different.
Are they more susceptible to getting in a relationship if they suffer from depression and anxiety with a violent, intimate partner?
They may be.
You're not going to get the answers that you want.
Do you agree that the DSM, I think you have it there with you,
Yes.
directs that the clinician should consider post-traumatic stress disorder if there was exposure to extreme stress? Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Did you do any testing to measure whether or not Sarah Boone had post-traumatic stress disorder?
No.
Is it your opinion that Sarah Boone suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder?
Again, she did not give me enough information to formulate an opinion with regards to that.
I repeat, to say it again, I can't make that into a yes or no answer.
You agree that an intimate partner who commits acts of violence, physical violence against the victim, that can cause extreme stress in that individual.
To me,
You agree if that is the cause, the violence is the cause of extreme stress, that a diagnosis of post-traumatic stress disorder should be considered.
if they meet the criteria, they have to meet the diagnostic criteria.
You agree that there is a sense of learned helplessness when someone suffers from battered spouse syndrome.
Yes, that's part of the syndrome.
Do you agree that these women, these battered women, have learned the probability of receiving a beating, and they recognize specific predictive cues emitting from the batterers?
Yes, but it's not just women.
I understand, but you would agree the vast majority of intimate partner violence, battered spouse syndrome victims are women.
Yes.
Reported victims are
Excuse me?
women.
Intimate partner violence, yeah.
The vast majority. The line.
I think it's really important for him to clarify the vast majority of reported, because we have no idea what's not reported. We have no number of the relationships where women in like heterosexual relationships where women are the aggressor to the men. We have no idea, right? We also have no idea of the number where in heterosexual relationships men are the aggressors to women, because the majority of all of it is not reported. So I think it's really important for him to like really be specific with his words right now, because she can only talk to so many people. She can only be a psychiatrist and act as a psychiatrist for so many people in so many relationships. And she can go off based of statistics, but at the same time, the statistics are just not there. Not enough people report like anything. Like, and it goes for so many things. The amount of people report things is minimal compared to the amount that is out there, because it is. I want him to be specific with his words, but he's not good at that.
Lion's share are women.
Yeah.
And these battered women have learned the probability of receiving a beating by recognizing specific predictive cues emitted by the batterers.
Correct.
And many times, these predictive cues result in a high level of anxiety.
Yeah.
And in that situation, the battered women may attempt to reduce through several different means, one of which is to avoid delaying the beating.
Yes, we talked about that with the cycle.
What is a basal instinct?
A Boston incident? I have no idea.
Primal fear?
Primal fear is just being afraid.
Is that a natural instinct that animals have?
Yes.
Fight or flight instinct?
Yes.
You don't even think about it.
Correct.
Oh, don't play that game. It's a slippery. Oh my gosh, what's a basal instinct? She's like, I don't know. I have no idea. What the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about, sir? What are you talking about? What are you saying to me right now? Are you making shit up? Because it sounds like you're making shit up. What's primal fear? Fear. You're scared. Going down the slippery slope, which they are like just trying to stay relevant on, is she had no other option. Fight or flight, right? But it's actually fight, flight, or freeze. Yeah, I think that's the case for a lot of things that this man tries to make people believe he's knowledgeable of. For sure. is, oh my gosh, it's hard. It's hard to get through. This is hard to get through without being like upset, because it's really difficult for me to sit here and be like, wow, someone is really defending a person who zipped up and left, even if it was a bad relationship, you know, a a bad, dangerous, aggressive, violent relationship. Even if it was someone that they hated, they left that person zipped up in a suitcase and went to bed. Woke up in the morning and did not immediately do anything. They called someone else. They allegedly had some more wine. You know, like, this is still like, what? How can you even start to defend that? And this is why we're here. This is why we're here.
Do you agree that victims of battered spouse or battered woman syndrome suffer from self-isolation, suicidal thoughts, and oftentimes substance abuse?
They may. Each individual is different, so they may.
And they may show signs of physical injury and illness, such as bruising and chronic fatigue.
Yes, those can be signs.
The syndrome, battered woman syndrome, is the psychological effects of living with an intimate partner violence.
Yes,
They may have intrusive memories,
they may.
or they re-experience past traumatic events in their mind.
Yes.
We're just
They
going
have
through
high
all of
levels
this again.
anxiety,
Yes. They may.
hypervigilant when something doesn't seem right.
They may.
It leads to this fight or flight response that we spoke about.
Yes.
The boys are
They
sleepy.
have problems with sleep.
They may.
They often go into denial,
They may.
minimizing what is happening to them,
They may.
numbing their emotions.
Some of them.
Disassociation. A battered woman may often develop a defense mechanism of being able to psychologically detach from their body during the traumatic experience.
Sustained.
You're not testifying, sir. You are questioning
Panic
a
attacks,
witness.
severe depression, very low self-esteem, poor body image, disassociation, learned helplessness. All these are symptoms of a battered woman syndrome.
Compound, sometimes
Sustained.
Do you agree panic attacks is one of the symptoms of battered woman syndrome?
Can be.
Sustained.
What are the symptoms of a battered spouse syndrome?
There we go.
They could be numerous symptoms, from anxiety symptoms, mood symptoms. They can have psychotic symptoms. It can be any vast majority of symptoms. Substance abuse symptoms, any vast majority.
Do you agree fear is a symptom?
Yes,
Somebody in a constant state of fear.
maybe, yes.
In terms of the abusive partner, do you agree that they would hit the victim,
Some of them, yes.
kick the victim,
They may,
punch the victim,
they may.
choke,
These takes all different forms.
choke,
They may,
burn,
they may,
destroy their belongings,
they may,
use weapons to hurt them,
they may,
threaten to hurt them, their children, or their pets,
they may,
take their car keys,
they may,
take their debit card,
they may,
take their vehicle,
they may.
Look at her.
control where they go and who they see, force them to have sex when they don't want
laughing.
to.
Yes, they may.
She's laughing. And not because it's a funny topic, but because it's like the repetitive nature of this whole thing was hilarious. And it was not doing what he wanted it to do. It's not surprising that all of the responses are going to be they may, because there is no set in stone. This is what a violent
Dr.
interpersonal
Warner,
relationship is. There's a rainbow of interpersonal violent
you spent a short amount of
relationships,
time with her, and you're saying you didn't get some of
Intimate.
the answers.
personal violent
as to whether or
relationships,
not-
a whole array.
Objection sustained.
If you'd have spent more time with Sarah Boone, could you have uncovered as to whether or not she suffered from battered spouse syndrome?
I agree that she met the criteria, or that she had better
How
spouse.
about post-traumatic stress disorder?
It's possible.
Thank you.
Any redirect examination?
Yes.
You may proceed.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, for sure. I have so many things. He's like, I got a lot of things
In your
to say.
decades of experience, have you ever treated patients that suffer from trauma disorders?
Yes.
How frequently would you say you do that?
I have patients on my unit right now that I'm treating on a regular daily basis who have.
How about patients that meet the criteria for battered spouse syndrome?
Yes.
How many would you say over the course of your career?
Probably 5 to 6 a month on my inpatient unit.
And that's a lot of months.
Yes.
How long have you been?
5 to 6 a month. She says she treats about 5 to 6 battered person syndrome patients, 5 to 6 a month. Y'all good in Florida? Like, what the hell's going on down there? And she is working at like a community clinic situation. Can we get it together? But I do have to say, I'm glad that those people who are suffering in a violent relationship or mental space, just in general, have somewhere to go. That is reassuring. That there is help out there. There may not be sufficient help and enough people to fill the seats that could, help all the people. That's very obvious that the US just lacks mental health professionals just in general. But wow, 5 to 6 a month. That's a lot.
You've been doing this?
Since 1998, when I began my career at the University of Florida on faculty.
Now, on cross-examination, you were asked about some diagnoses, correct?
Yes.
Correct. Any of these things that you talked about, narcissistic personality disorder, adjustment disorder, anxiety, battered spouse syndrome, any stress or trauma-related disorder. If the state wanted to ask you those opinions, would you have been receptive to more materials before making any opinions about those topics?
Yes.
And is it your testimony today that you don't have enough information to necessarily make a complete and proper diagnosis on any of those things since you have not been provided those materials?
Correct.
Now, you testified that she does meet the criteria for battered spouse syndrome.
Yes.
But you would be receptive to any evidence that you were provided, right?
Correct.
Going back to what you testified to on direct when the state asked you your opinion about this case, everything that you just talked about with Mr. Owens, does that change your opinion about whether or not battered spouse syndrome is applicable to the facts as Ms. Boone relayed them to you about this incident?
No, not at all.
And why is that?
Because again, she just.
Objection, Judge.
What's the legal applause is so funny. What's the legal basis for the objection? I want to know.
Owens, you've indicated that your opinion did not change, and now would you answer why?
Yes. So based on my interview with her and the way that she described the incident to me, and that they were laughing and having a good time, it didn't play into really any kind of triggers or any kind of trauma.
And I'm showing you what has been marked for identification purposes by the defendant as I. Does this photograph inform you as to what happened?
No.
Does it inform you as to who was the aggressor?
No.
H for identification, same questions. Does it inform you as to what happened?
No.
Does it inform you as to who the aggressor was?
No.
That's fantastic to do.
Same questions for G.
No.
F,
He's like, I don't need to just.
E,
No.
There's a great full circle moment for those comically large pictures that he's showing her right now.
and A.
No.
If those specific
All those pictures of Sarah Boone injured, a bruise here, a mark there, this and that. We do not know how that happened. We do not know when that happened. We do not know who did that. It's just a photo. It's just a moment in time, right? Just a millisecond in that day, right? There is no more information. In this case, a photo does not say 1,000 words. Speak 1,000 words? Oh my gosh.
specifics as to what happened and who
Soup
was
to
the aggressor
nuts.
is dependent upon the credibility of somebody, would you want to take into account all the things that can make a person credible or less than credible?
Yes, you would want to take that into account.
When you talk about alcohol use disorder, would you take that into account if somebody is under the influence of alcohol or have been consuming alcohol when they relay a history as to things that happened?
Objection. Wow.
Would you consider somebody's alcohol use and level of intoxication in evaluating the credibility of them as a historian? And you were asked about whether or not you did any testing for post-traumatic stress disorder.
Correct.
And you didn't.
Correct.
You already indicated, however, you believe that Ms. Boone meets the criteria for battered spouse syndrome.
That's correct.
Again, that doesn't change your opinion that you gave when talking with me on direct examination,
Object. Ask and answer.
Overruled.
specifically about this question about the testing that you did not perform. Did this lack of testing have any change or effect on your opinion as to whether or not battered spouse syndrome applied to the facts of this case?
No.
You were questioned about insanity on cross-examination. Do you recall that?
Yes.
Would you agree that simply because somebody is mentally ill and meets the criteria for diagnosis such as schizophrenia, bipolar, any of those psychotic or mood disorders, that doesn't necessarily make a person legally insane?
Correct. The two are equal.
Likewise, even if somebody meets the criteria for battered spouse syndrome, does that mean every action they take against their intimate partner is justified?
Correct. That's not that they wouldn't be equal.
So even if you do have battered spouse syndrome, even if you are in an intimately violent relationship, that doesn't necessarily mean any action you take against your partner is justified.
That's correct.
No other questions?
State can this witness be released?
Yes.
Defense.
We got a phone number we can reach out to.
Okay. All right, ma'am, you're released, potentially subject to recall. Thank you.
I'm gonna say that it's in your best it's in your best interest to not recall this witness. I'm gonna say you probably shouldn't recall this witness. I don't think it's gonna go the way you want it to go.
For identification and evidence?
It's a videotape or audio tape?
Applause. All the papers trigger applause. So they're sharing what video.
For identification and evidence?
What was pre-marked as P. Counsel, any objection to what was pre-marked as P?
Commissioner Butler?
No, he's offering it in evidence. Any objection?
No objection.
All right, what was pre-marked as P will be received into evidence without objection, states 21.
Oh my God, pay attention. Are we watching this video without a witness? I think that's really crucial.
Without objection, it states 22.
May we approach?
Yes.
That was cute. Oh, that was so cute. He said he was already up there handing in the video to be marked. And he said, may we approach? And the judge said yes. And he's like, hi, I'm already here. That was so cute. Ah. All right. So we're going to boost you and
Conduct
boogie.
any independent investigation or research if the person, places, things, or charge involved, and do not have any discussions with anyone or amongst yourselves about those things. And we'll bring in 5 after. Thank you.
I'm hoping that this is just their normal afternoon break and not some situation, because I did kind of skedaddle through all of that. So let's see what and why they're going on break. They had a lot of time in the morning, so I would have thunk that they
Defense? All right, we'll be in recess till 5 after. Thank you.
okay, they're doing a little break. All right, jury is back in. That moment was so cute.
Permission to publish what has been entered into evidence as 22, previously V as in Victor for identification.
You may proceed.
Okay, so the one thing I don't like about showing video without a witness on the stand is you do not have a little bit of a warm up for the jury. You don't have a little bit of a preview of what they're going to see. They're just sort of jumping in and potentially traumatizing jurors. So that's the only thing. But at the same time, I like having video without a witness on the stand because there's no pausing or asking questions. It's just watching it all the way through. So let's see what we got. And if it's big, I'll take myself off the screen.
The 22 has 5 folders on it. It is a DVD. Going into the first folder, OTSO 18-067501.
Counselor, are these audio or video files?
This first one, Your Honor, is going to be a video file.
Go ahead and dim the lights, please. Thank you.
And for record purposes, its file name ends with 0154-2.
You may proceed, sir.
All right, let me get myself off of here. Trigger warning. We're seeing body cam. So, fair warning.
He's going to a whole bunch of shit. I'm just saying that. No. I'm probably saying that. But like, oh man, he let loose on my ass tonight, and I'm not having it. Okay. I got kicked in the face. Okay. Kicked in the face.
That you know if there's no guns.
No, no. I know, baby. You guys are doing your job.
All right, they're in here.
Yeah, they're go get him. But I swear to God, you guys did great.
What's his name?
George.
George, all right.
There's nothing you guys do right now. I swear to God, I'm done with that too. He the fuck out of me. And I'm done with it. I had to go to work tomorrow.
What's up, George? You want to talk to us? What's up? Talk to you inside.
For the record, this is redacted.
Are the videos in States 22 redacted videos?
Some,
You see my eye?
I do see your eye. Okay, tell me how it all went down from beginning to.
Yes, my love.
Okay.
Okay, so we were having a really good day, and we went across the street from Muldoon's, and everything was really fine and dandy, and this guy talked to another guy, and he left, came in there, and I got so mad, because I asked for a cigarette from another guy, because he took my license, my debit card, and everything, cigarettes, everything, took everything.
Okay.
So I asked someone for a cigarette,
Mhm.
and it happened to be a guy. So he walked in and got super pissed because I asked for a cigarette from another guy. I came home. Mind you, my car is across the street still.
Okay. So you get home, you go inside.
Oh, man. Let loose. Mm-mm.
Okay, elaborate. So you open the door, what happens from there?
I'm a whore.
He starts calling your name? Okay.
Okay, I just want, as we're going through this, I just want you. Oh my gosh, these pups. You want to go potty or something? Want to go outside? Okay. I want you to remember that alcohol may be involved. And we have seen Sarah Boone. Oh, you got that. Okay. So we've seen Sarah Boone communicate in atypical ways. We've seen her communicate and heard her communicate in atypical ways. So that moment there where she said, "I got home," and then then the cop was like, "Okay," and then what happened? And then she said, "I'm a whore." That's her communicating. He called me that, right? But it doesn't seem like the way you would say, and then he started calling me all these names when you're talking to police. It seems odd, right? It seems and feels a little odd. It did to me. Let's get back to it. Sorry about the dogs.
When I say ragdoll, you know what that is?
I know what a ragdoll is.
And I was ragdolled.
Okay, but I need you, okay, I need you to elaborate. Like, you walk into the house. Did you start arguing? He started calling you names. He said he was.
No, I walked out, I walked in and I walked to the back. I just wanted to smoke a cigarette and just go to sleep. I just literally wanted to smoke a cigarette, I'm gonna go to sleep.
And then as you're making your way to the back, what
I
happened?
got caught on the stairwell.
You got caught on the stairwell. So he caught you on the stairwell. And what, did he get in front of you, started confronting you, telling you anything? What happened?
It was bad.
Okay, elaborate, Miss Sarah. I need you to tell me exactly what happened so I can help you.
My heart is like, I don't want him to get in trouble, but fucking tired of being beaten up.
Okay. I understand, I'm trying to help you out, but
I know you are, I know you
I need you to elaborate a little bit. So, in the stairwell,
Dragged me downstairs. I went upstairs, tried to get in the bed. I just want to go to sleep. I just want to go to sleep. I just want to go to sleep. I didn't make it to bed. I didn't make it to bed. He caught me in the upstairs.
like in the hallway?
Beating the fuck up. That's all I can say.
Okay, what do you mean? Like, I see your eye, what, you said you kicked you in the eye.
That's what I see it. That's what it
Were you on the floor when he kicked you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how did you get to the floor? Did he push you? Did he pull you? How?
Normally what I do is, because he does it so often, I just go to the floor. I just go to the floor. So I'm pretty sure I don't really recollect. I went to the ground. I went to the ground.
Okay. And then that's
I'm
when
so sorry. I'm so
No,
sorry.
no. That's fine, I don't mind. So you went down to the ground,
Yes, that's what I do.
did he kicked you with what, do you recall which foot?
Right.
Right foot, okay.
Heel.
His heel, okay. And you say you've been together for,
Because I asked for a cigarette. Because he left my ass in my car across the street.
okay. You said you've been together for about a year?
And
A year and a half?
yes.
Okay. Live together, obviously?
Yes.
Okay.
I just recently went for a divorce. He's been there with me. He knows all the stories, blah, blah, blah. But
I know. I'm just trying to,
this stop. And I could have worked tomorrow.
do you want the fire department to come out and check your eye? No? Okay, okay. Do you want to press charges? You can smoke a cigarette if you want.
Can I talk to you though?
You're talking to me to myself.
I don't want to speak. Please put the speaker of the police.
So you don't want to press charges? Okay. Do you want to fill out any paperwork? Do a statement? No? Okay. Smoke a cigarette, sit down, smoke a cigarette.
I don't want to be in trouble.
I know.
You guys have actually been out of your life now. Look at this shit. Look at this my shit all the time.
Did this happen today?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, I see it. It's ripped and I'm down there a little bit.
I just bought this yesterday.
I get it. Sit down, smoke a cigarette. Do you think, no, it's fine. Do you have an ID with you? Is it in the house? Okay, we'll go find out.
I know my number if you want to.
Oh, that's perfect. Go for it.
C 500-791-77870-0.
870-0. Okay. First name is spelled S-A-R-A-H. Do you have a middle name?
Catherine. Kathryn.
K-A-T-H-R-Y-N. What's your last name?
B-O-O-N-E.
I see it at birth?
10-10-7-7.
I get it. So you can't squeeze my arm anymore. Do you have a telephone number?
407.
407
716.
716
8684.
8684. Email address?
SKP.
SKP _100 1-800
@yahoo.com.
There you go. That's on.
Sorry.
No, that's cool. I get it. I get it. Sit down, smoke your cigarette, try to relax a little bit. I'm gonna take pictures of you in a little bit. All right? No problem.
Okay, body cam 1 or maybe 2, very much the same police interaction energy between Sarah Boone as the murder day. You know, when the cop showed up, oh, you need something to drink. We'll try to get you something to drink. You need a cigarette. You want to sit down. Da, 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 da. Very much still coddling, still taking care. The situation. Hello, police. My boyfriend, what have you, physically attacked me. They show up. They're very kind. They're coddling in this situation. Feels normal. Feels good. Feels right. Coddling in a situation where there's a man who is no longer alive on the floor who was told that he was just inside of a suitcase for like 12 hours. That coddling does not feel right. This is a great example of like the police coddling, the taking the time that it's okay. Like you can sit down, take a breath. You're safe now. Like we are here. We're going to figure this out for you. Like, don't worry. When there's a man unalived in the living room next to a suitcase and he's been in there and you know he's been in there because she said he's been in there, feels a little different. Interesting.
Turning now to folder OCSO 19-054.
Can the parties approach just for a moment?
Within this folder, the first thing that will be published is a file that's an audio file, 911 call _R1.
911 was the of your emergency.
4748 Grand Square, apartment 3.
4748, what was the street name? I didn't hear you.
4748 Grand Square, apartment 3.
Okay.
There's nothing that I would call, but I did. You can beat the fuck out of me.
You said Frank Lane?
That's what it comes up as always.
Okay, and then what was the apartment? Okay, and what happened then?
He just beat the fuck out of me.
Who is he?
George Torres.
Is he still there?
Yes.
Okay, where's he at?
I'm in the bed. I'm outside.
Okay.
I did not like that. Or
Okay, do you need any medical attention?
No. I just have a lump on my head and I just got beat the fuck up. That's all.
Okay, what's your name?
Sharon. With an H.
Okay, and George, you black understand?
He's Hispanic.
What is he wearing today?
Oh gosh.
Just tell the sheriff's case, that's all it means.
I don't even recognize because he just showed up.
Okay. Do you have his date of birth?
February 13th, 78 to 1378. And I swear, I'm just going inside because he's not on leave and he's not supposed to be here. But he's here.
How long ago did this happen? About how
12
many
minutes ago.
Okay.
I'm done.
Yes, sir.
I can't do this anymore.
Okay, I just need a description of you so that I can identify you when they get there.
I'm white. I have 30 blonde hair and blue eyes.
What color is your pants you wear?
Am I?
Yes.
Black.
Black shirt, black pants?
Pink shorts.
Pink shirt? And you're outside?
Please don't get me in trouble. There's no way that I can get in trouble for this.
No, just stay where you're safe. You said you're outside, right?
Yes.
Okay, does he have any weapons that you know of?
No.
Okay, and did he hurt you with anything, or did he just, was it?
Chat. Chat, how are we feeling? Like, honestly, how are we feeling right now listening to this 911 call? We just saw body cam from someone having called the police for a domestic dispute that seemed to have gotten violent. How are we feeling in this 911 call? Because you're allowed to feel anyway. It feels very real. It feels very fake. It feels sort of real, sort of fake. It feels sort of maybe over exaggerated, under exaggerated. She's actually scared. She's not actually scared. You're allowed to feel any other way. You're allowed to feel whatever you want to feel. But what is this doing to you? Imagine you are a juror and you're hearing this. What is this doing to you and to your where we're at so far in the case? Listening to this. That's what I want you to kind of go into listening to all this. Hopefully the internet isn't causing issues.
Was it only his hand? Just his fist? Okay. And you don't need any medical attention?
No, I always get over it, but this time I'm not getting over it.
Understood, okay. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and send some help to you, okay? Anything you can just give us a call back, okay?
Wait, can I sit out front though?
Yes, definitely sit out front, stay out front. That's right, that's
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna walk around the house.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Now publishing a video labeled 19-054917_BAT_DV.
Okay, they're going to hit us with a video. I think There's a lot that I don't know what to believe. Some parts her voice sounds insincere, sometimes it sounds truthful. And I think she does a fantastic job at what I believe Sarah Boone to be capable of, is being really truthful when it comes to her fears of her own incapability of getting in trouble. Even if it's something that she didn't do, like say George did hit her, and say there is an actual like restraining order, like a no contact order. He's in her space. George hits her. She is scared about getting in trouble. That fear, well, what about, like, what about me? Can I sit outside? Can I sit outside? She became so emotional. Can I sit out front? She became so emotional. And she kept saying, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. And this is before they were living together. This is before they were living together. This is before the suitcase situation. This is all before that. And she's done. And she's done. And she's done. And she's done. Now, that's not me saying, well, you should have left the relationship. That's not me saying that. What I'm saying is that I think she's really great at being really real to her benefit, but has a hard time when it comes to like the really, really intricate lies. She has a really easy time saying, well, he tagged me and now I'm it and we're hiding and seeking. That's a stupid little lie, right? But she said it to so many people and so many people believed it. So many people believe, oh, that's it. He tagged her. Now they're playing hide and seek, even though that makes sense to nobody, right? But it was easily believed because it's just this like minute little detail. Like it's not some big intricate lie. I feel like Sarah Boone is really good at the little white lies. She's a good liar. I think she's a good liar at the white lies. I think she's really not that good, but she thinks she's pretty good, but she doesn't see or hear herself the way we see or hear herself at like the really big intricate lies. She's not that good. And she is always going to put herself first. A lot of what I was expecting to hear as she was saying like some stuff about trouble, I don't want him to get in trouble. Why would you get in trouble, Sarah? If he had a no contact order, he's at your house, he beat you up. Why would you get in trouble? That's not like a normal chain of like sequences. He has the no contact order. He's in your house. He beat you up. He's going to get in trouble. And if you are in that relationship where the last thing you want is for him to get in trouble and almost to the point where you can be the one well, I called him over. I called him, I sent him a text message. Like you would start to put yourself in the way because of the brainwashing, the manipulation, the fear of him retaliating against you if he got in trouble. Right? Right. Exactly. Maybe because she invited him over and maybe the aggression was started by her. Maybe the aggression was not started by him. Right? Because like if she invited him, I don't know. I can't dig too deep. We got to watch this. I could keep digging. And thinking and going on, but let's go forth and watch this. Go forth and watch. Oops. No, wrong one.
Jamal? What's going on? What's going on?
Really, Marco?
Yeah. What's going on? You called? Okay. Do you want to tell me what's going on? We'll be shut. Is she still in there?
He's awfully, I actually got him off of the streets because I don't want him here. And he shows this, the wall all the time. He comes over and looks for me and
Do you want to press charges?
we're trying to sort this out.
Well, what's your relationship, man?
I guess boyfriend and girlfriend,
Okay, how long have you guys been dating for?
2.5 years.
Okay. So that's a current relationship?
No, it's on and off. I can't deal with this shit.
Okay.
I'm tired of it.
When's the last time he stayed the night at your house?
2 weeks ago,
2 weeks ago?
and he figured it out.
Okay, so why is he over here today?
Can't deal with this to one or the other. It's what he told me.
Okay, so
I'm not allowed to leave it.
you're not.
Tell me about no.
Okay,
He's mad because I went out with my girlfriend
okay.
and she introduced me to another gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a gentleman. He's not a gentleman. And he got pissed.
So he came over today, you let him in because you're gonna talk, right?
Yes.
Okay, then what happened?
I got really pissed. Really pissed.
Okay, so you guys start arguing and
No,
then what?
I didn't argue. I can't argue. I was just taking down his speaker.
Okay, so when you say taking down the meeting, just like describe it for me, so I know. What did he do to you? Did he push you? Was he slapping you? Was he punching you?
I want to give up.
Okay, you have to kind of explain to me what happened. Like, how many like
Into the
step by
closet
step?
doors.
Okay, so he threw you into the closet doors?
Everything.
Okay, you're upstairs, you threw you into the closet doors. Did anything break when you threw you in there?
My head? No.
Okay, but you said you don't need the fire department?
No. I just have really bad luck. It'll go away because I'm used to it. It'll go away.
Okay, let me see. Where is it?
Right here.
Can you just put your head back a little bit?
There's a lump. Right here. Like you can feel it.
Yeah, I see it. Do you have any other injuries?
No. I just, because he's not on the lease anymore, I know that he can't, I got him off the lease to not come on me anymore. And I'm trying to get him out of here. And he'll be here every day. And I had a guy who's
Okay, so there's another exit to the apartment, so he could be gone.
the spot in my store, and I had a dinner guy. He said I tried to call the police, which I had done 4 times. You're the 4th one.
Okay.
He's gonna have to walk, but I'm telling you, he's upstairs now. Go get him.
Well, I'm going to, but I'm gonna have to try to get somebody else here. What's his name?
George,
George?
I'm sitting here.
Okay. And I have to ask this too, when's the last time you guys slept together?
Had sex
Mm-hmm.
3 weeks ago.
Okay. So, but you guys are kind of on and off again. And you're saying as of right now, you're off. But
Oh, I'm
within,
off.
okay, but within like the last 2 or 3 weeks, you guys were dating.
Honestly, no.
Okay. But at least There was some
I knew who he
expectation,
was.
there's an expectation of intimacy when he came over.
Oh, no.
But you guys, you said
Oh,
you
no. We were gonna try and figure it out. Oh,
But you want to press charges on us?
what charges can I press?
For right now, what did he say, just hit you with hands and feet, and pushed you?
I got a heel on my face.
Okay, you keep being upset with me, but you're not really giving me the information I need. I'm asking you to kind of walk me through what happened, okay, because I don't know, I wasn't there,
I know.
okay?
Yes.
So all you said, you guys were upstairs, okay, but that means lots of different things. So that's why I need to know what
This
you
is
did.
why I have all of this over here, is because he continuously stops me and he strangled me multiple times.
Today?
Yes.
Okay. Did you start to lose consciousness or anything while you were strangling him?
I couldn't breathe.
Did you feel yourself losing consciousness?
No, I didn't lose. I just couldn't breathe.
Okay. But how long was he strangling you for?
Till I got him off of me.
Okay.
Look, can I tell you something before you call him whatever?
Mm-hmm.
I've been arrested before because I fought back. Look, I did fight back. I did fight back. So whatever he has or whatever it is, it's not me.
Did he hit you with any, like an object or anything?
No. He threatens me with a bat.
Today? I'm talking about today. Did he pick up a baseball bat and threaten you? Okay. Tell me about that. How far away were you when he had the bat?
I was in the bedroom.
And where was he?
In the bedroom.
Okay. Was there anything in between you guys at the time?
My dog.
Just a dog? And how close was it to you? Couple feet, 3 feet?
3 feet.
Okay. And how was he holding the bat?
Threatening.
Like, what do you mean? Was it down by his side? Was it up like this? How was it?
He's gonna swing.
So he had it up?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Did he say anything to you while you were holding the bat?
I dare you.
Okay. And what do you mean by that?
Because I technically left him 2 weeks ago, which is why he's not here now. And it's not because I have friends. I have friends. And my friends want me to get out of my loony doony bullshit. So they try to introduce me to nice gentleman, who he is not.
Okay. So he's holding the baseball bat, he's in 3 feet, you guys are up in the bedroom, and he says, I dare you. Okay. And you were scared, correct?
I'm so scared, so why am I in my car?
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go see if I can get him to come out. Alright, if not, this is your place, right?
He's not on leave.
Okay. And we
I
have,
talked to the department members. I had taken off the leave.
okay. Alright, hold on.
Sir, what is your name now?
Hold on.
But the door is open.
10-4 Tommy. If there's anybody know, can I get 44?
Don't get me a
Hey, George? Hey, George? Sheriff's Department, can you come on out?
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to show up.
Hold on. Hey, George, I can hear you. Come on out. George, Sheriff's Office, come on out. Hold on. What's going on, man? Come on here, talk. What's going on? Talk. What's going on today? Do you speak English? Yes. Okay, so tell me what's going on. Why are you here right now? Because she called me. So tell me, you want to tell me what's going on? What? Did she really call me? Where are these cuts on your neck? That's neither here She was, recorded, Did you want to talk to me about the cuts on your neck? Yeah, not really. Okay, do me a favor, turn around. Put your hands right there. What? Why am I getting cuffed up? Cut my head. Why am I getting cuffed up, sir? Contact my 401 diagnosed you.
Okay. Wow. That was so far, I mean, I'm gonna finish this. I just got doggies and stuff. But I've been watching and listening. This is very interesting to me. He was unable to answer where you got those cuts on your neck from, right? He just couldn't, George couldn't do it. But what I found the most interesting is the cop who's talking to Sarah Boone was like, "You're getting mad at me, but you're not giving me the information that I need." And I thought that was absolutely like spot on. You're getting mad at me. I'm asking you if you want to press charges, but you're getting mad at me. You're not giving me the information that I'm asking you. You're not answering my questions, but you're mad at me, and I'm trying to help you. I'm confused and I don't understand what's going on. Like you could almost hear confusion in the police officer's voice because he's like confused. Like, why are you getting mad at me? I'm literally here. I'm here to help you. Like, you're the one who had sex with him 3 weeks ago. Like, what do you mean? Not to blame, not to victim blame in a violent relationship in any way, but he's like, so what are you guys? You know, like, can you just define some things for me? Are we pressing charges? You know, what's going on? She's like, I'm done. Like, well, okay, well, you need to like fill the information in for me because I don't know what happened. I was not here. So give me some information. And this is where I think she is difficult when it comes to lying. She's not good at when it comes to lying about the really big, intricate things. You know, she can say, oh, he kicked me. I have a heel on my face. Okay. So what events led up to this? And then it's a hard situation to fill in. The intricacies is difficult for her. And we've seen that and heard that in all of her hearings, in her testimony. You know, we have experienced all of this same Sarah Boone in the trial setting. It's wild.
Why am I getting cut? Come on in. Yeah, why am I getting cut? We'll talk about that, okay? Yeah, what happened? No, I know. Okay, I see my hand. You been drinking today? Yeah. Okay. A lot or a little bit? like, do you understand what's going on right now? Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna bet how we're ready, okay? I'm just gonna need you to answer yes or no after each time I ask you a question, okay? You have the right to remain silent, do you understand that? Anything you say will be used in court as evidence against you, do you understand that? Do you want to talk to an attorney now and have him present now at any time during the question, do you understand that? Yeah. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you without cost, do you understand that? Yeah. Okay. Do you desire to consult with an attorney first or have one during this interview? Yes or no? Okay. If at any time hereafter you wish to remain silent, have an attorney present, all questioning will be stopped. Do you understand? Yeah. Okay. Has anyone at any time threatened, coerced, promised you anything in order to induce you to make a statement? No. Okay. Do you understand these rights as I read them? Yeah. Okay. Do you wish talking at this time? Yes. Okay. So, tell me what's going on. What is going on? She said that you hit her and you choked her. What? No.
He understood his Miranda rights and he said, "Do you want to speak to me right now?" And his voice was like, "Yes." What is going on is that felt so legit to me. He has no idea what's going on, which he may have an idea of what's going on. He may, but that just felt so legit to me, like on such a deep level. Like, what is going on?
No, sir. No, sir. I don't know you. Just saying, no. You prefer her? No, not at all. Okay, how did you get the one? I don't know. In my so I'm grateful. I see you back here. I mean, it starts off, you can drink in, and then more to come get something. So, how long? So, what about, say, an hour or 2 hours? Okay, how long you guys been dating? 2 years. For, you guys still dating right now? Are you broken up? Yeah. Okay, so you came over here today for a while ago, an hour or 2. What have you been doing since you got here? Okay, so just spending time with her, and then all of a sudden she decided to run outside and call it out. How did you do that? You don't know? She's nice, dude. She's nice. Okay, that's fine. But as you can hear, but what you understand what you're telling me isn't really adding up. Because she gave me her side of the story. What she said? And she's saying that you had it. That's all I mean. It's wrong. Ma'am, I'm doing my job, okay? You just sit there and be quiet. I'll be over to talk to you when I can. Every time you start yelling, you're interfering. She's the one that she just snatched out of nowhere. She's mad because she took me out of the lease. She took me out of the lease. And I told these guys of the lease, I can't cash my check. I can't cash my check without her. So please talk to her. Okay, so you can order to talk to her about cashing your check? Yes. Okay. Again, you've been here for a couple hours. Okay, so what happened to make her run outside and call police? Because I'm seeing cuts on you and I'm seeing bruises on her. But you're not telling me what happened. And you're the one sitting in the back of a cop car right now. I don't know what happened. Did she hit you? All the time. Who hit who first? She does all the time.
Whoa. Clearly there is at least alcohol at play here. Clearly there is at least alcohol at play, right? For sure. That's base level. There's some alcohol at play. You could just hear it in the way that he's speaking and his in his little melody of words. But did we hear what he just said? She hit me first. Does she hit you all the time? All the time. Whose claims are we believing about who is the aggressor? George was on the list, on the lease. George was on the lease. She took him off. He needed her to cash his checks. That's not very encouraging for someone who wants to have a job but can't get the money from that job if you need somebody who allegedly continually hits you and beats you to cash your check. Because who's withholding what from who? Sounds like Sarah is the batterer. You're not saying he never battered her. Yep, but it went both ways. That's exactly what I'm saying. I fully believe that this was like a full 50-50 situation. Fully. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. But I think in the situations where cops had been called, I think were the big times that Sarah was the aggressor. Because George never called the police, to my knowledge. It was always Sarah who was calling the police, right? And what if George called the police and there was no marks on Sarah? What if there was no story that she could come up with? So she needed to be the one to call the police, even if she was still beat in that situation, but she needed to call the police. Because what if George did? She'd have to come up with a lie, right? And it would be like on the fly. It's her decision to call the cops. It's her decision to sit in the back or cry about sitting in the front. It's her decision to be able to manipulate the police officers with her tiny. She's a tiny woman, and you know, she's so skinny and petite, and she could never. And oh whoa, my gosh, we have to take care of her. Oh no, please sit down. No, have your cigarette. Can I get you anything to drink? Do you need anything? I think, in my opinion, when she was in those times where she was the aggressor and it got really kind of out of hand and both ended up with marks, I feel like she was the one who had to call the police, because if he did, it's a completely different sociological viewpoint on it, right? The cops are going to have a very different, and I don't want it to be. Yes. And did you see how fast it was? You know, all of the questions that he gave Sarah when she's sitting on the ground outside in front of that car, all of the questions, he spent so long with her. And then for George, it was, where'd you get those marks? Oh, he couldn't answer that. Handcuffs, right? It's all the sociological expectation when it comes to police officers being called to a situation with a very petite white woman and a sort of, you know, slightly larger than her brown person with who I believe has an accent a little bit, you know, like a little bit of an accent. In Florida, you know, I don't want to be the one to say it, but sometimes it needs to be said. It's going to be approached in a completely different manner. Not by everyone, but most likely it's going to. So let's continue.
Today. I'm talking about today. You don't know if you hit you today? Huh? Do you have an ID on it? She has it. She has it? Yeah. Okay. Can you grab his ID for me?
No, I don't have it.
He said it's in the house.
No, I threw it in the bushes.
Where in the bushes? Because I need it.
Frank, look, whenever I tell her, oh my gosh, the front door is open and I don't even know where my dogs are. Oh, here, find the desk. I don't have his ID.
You said you threw it in the bushes. Where in the bushes did you throw it? Could you please go look over there?
So what's happening?
It's in the back of the car. You said he hit you, he beat you, you have a bump. Okay?
I don't have it. You can look up here.
Publishing portions of 19-054, or, pardon, 054917.
Let me just talk about that very ending of that video, because we just saw Sarah, we just saw George say, I'm sorry, the light, I'm losing light. Okay, I'm grainy. I'm losing light. We saw George say that Sarah has my ID. I don't have my ID. Sarah she has it. She's got my ID. And then where's his ID? I don't have it. I threw it in the bushes. He said it was in the house. Oh, I threw it in the bushes. Okay, can you go get it? She's like, oh, you can look over there. No, no. You can go get this man's ID from the bushes and give it to me because I need it. Okay. Why did you have his ID? Why did you throw his ID in the bushes? And why is it now someone else's problem? Why is it now someone else's problem? This is so wild. This feels so weird. I've never been in a situation like this. Thank the lucky stars. But this is very, very strange to me. The way she is acting is very, very strange to me. I've seen a lot of body cam. I've seen a lot of people in moments of stress and anxiety and fear, but this feels very strange. I that's not even me saying she ain't got no shoes. One, it's Florida. It looks like it's hot, and she's been through it, right? So the shoes thing, not wild to me. But the walking to the middle of the parking lot, looking over at the police car where George is inside, you just watched him go into the police car and asking, what's going on? The cop being like, he's in the police car. You have injuries. You said he hit you. He's in the police car. This is what is confusing. What do you mean what's going on? Consequences are going on. Consequences for actions. Should they not be? It's weird that you're asking that question to me. Should he not be in the back of the police car? Did he not hit you? It was very strange. Oh, you can look over there. No, you can go to the bush where you threw his ID and get his ID, because that's crazy.
And _BAT_DV-2. For the record, it is about 47 minutes, 20 seconds long. State will publish 000 to 2 minutes and 19 minutes to 22 minutes. And all evidence will go back to the jury with a scrub computer.
Okay, so this is a long video, but they're publishing the first 2 minutes and then like minute 19 to 20 minutes, or like 22 minutes. So just a few minutes of this. Pause. um, was that handshake weird? Was that weird? I feel like that was weird. We clearly don't have any audio for this yet. This is that same day. She shook his hand. Like she needed to shake his hand. She was Wow. I'm so confused. I am so confused.
Where were you?
His brother and his ranting mother came out here, so it should be somewhere in here if they didn't find it. I don't have it.
No, I mean, it makes getting his information a lot easier if I don't have to keep asking him questions, so that can just get it out there.
I'm not making any more go than I could. Friends, I'm not. I read it through here.
Okay.
Majority teacher steps out over there, I'll get her start on notes. You want to sit down?
She also has my birth certificate. Listen, she said that she's doing the bushes, I'm trying to find it. If you're looking here, you want to be meeting right now.
You told me I'm not going to get one. I love you. I don't know what it is when you're asking me for.
Okay, maybe he didn't get to it yet, so I'm looking to see it. Oh, yeah. It was the backside of this. If you get any more bruises that show up that you didn't see while we were here.
Can I show you all the other pictures that I have and I documented?
I mean, he's going to jail for this, so the rest of that can't leave anything up. But if anything else shows up, you can go take that paper down to
It's
headquarters.
not going to be anything else because you're taking him down.
I
Put him
mean,
under the jail.
he's going.
Under the jail.
Okay. We're all set
What else do you, I could show you bloody fingers and bloody faces and black eyes and.
then. I know, it sounds like you guys need to probably not hang out with each other anymore.
Hello.
I know,
That's
I know,
why I
but-
left him 3 weeks ago.
but this also isn't the first time, so, with both you guys, with the cops out here.
No,
Okay,
I've had to lie to you guys 3 times.
and you shouldn't have to do that, so let's make this maybe the last time.
Now I'm not lying.
And I appreciate that, okay, and keep going, okay?
They're gonna come and tell me.
Who's that?
Just like I told the other sheriff, they're gonna come and tell me.
Okay. If you,
I want you to know that. Look,
if you're, are you talking about
Yes.
family?
yes.
Okay. So
I want you to know, I am full blown. They're gonna come and tell me.
go down.
Oh yeah, she for sure has been drinking for sure. You can just see in the way she's moving her mouth and like the way her slurred speech. She is for sure had a few glasses of wine today. This dog loves this toy so much. It's very interesting to see this to make those under the jail. I had to lie to you guys 3 times. Okay. Can you just thank you. That's great. Don't hang out with him anymore. Like, how about we don't hang out with each other anymore? Hello is oh my gosh. It's like, you are not the center of the universe. You are not the center. You're not the center. I'm losing my light.
To the courthouse, okay, and get an injunction against them. Did you get the pamphlet, the victim's rights pamphlet? Okay, so you know that there's a place for you to
They're
go tonight?
going to come and tell me.
Alright, so you got the victim's rights pamphlet, you know there's a place you can go tonight then? It's in the bed?
Domestic. I'm gonna go sleep over her house.
Perfect,
Neighbors.
okay. Do you have any more questions?
Can I get drunk?
Good. I didn't tell that.
What? The switch ups are also crazy. That's what I meant to say. The switch ups are actually like mind blowing. The switch ups are wild. Let me turn the light on. Calm down. You know when doggies are like, you moved. That wasn't the button. The switch ups are actually absurd. Like going from, I have to sit on the floor. Going from, I want him under the jail. I don't know what you're showing me. Da-da-da. Hello. I want him under the jail. Is wild. The switch ups are crazy. I don't know if that's a drunk thing. I don't know if that's a mental health thing. I don't know if that's just a Sarah Boone thing. But let me just go back and watch this last one.
Do you have any more questions?
Can I get on?
This one.
Did she say that's good. Did she say, can I get a hug?
I didn't tell her that. Okay. Have a good day. Okay, that's good enough. I know. Thank you. Okay.
I love it.
That's fine. Okay. Have a good day. Miss.
And whatever the Frankie says,
Okay.
tell him
Yes,
to
okay.
eat a dick. Hey. If y'all
Okay. Have a good day. See you later. Thank you. Have a good day.
tell him to thank you.
Publishing video file axon_flex_2_video. It's the only one that starts with that name in this folder.
So, why don't you come on over and give me a written statement about what happened.
What did they do?
I heard it over here by my car. Sure, just stay right there. Now, go ahead and get your stuff done over there, and I'll get her started on my list. You want to sit down in here? Think you're all right? Okay.
Love! Don't leave.
Come on, let me call you, let's get this done.
I'm not getting arrested.
No, I'm getting a statement from you, you're not being arrested. So.
Okay, look, I'll come over and see you in like 5.
Come on.
Thanks, ladies. They know.
Let's get this done.
They know.
Okay.
Good.
Now, would you come in here so we can do your statement, please? And stop this. Sit down at the table and let's get your statement filled out.
He didn't believe I would ever do it. How much stuff for is that okay?
Sure.
You never thought I would do it.
Did you have?
What's your name? Yes. I'm not getting arrested.
No, you're not getting arrested. I've already told you that.
Yeah. Is it on the couch? It's on the couch.
Need your ID, please.
It's on the couch.
No, ma'am, I just need your ID.
Okay, look, I can write that on the couch.
I will give you the statement to write. I need your ID, please. I don't need to sit on the couch to fill this out. You can. I sit down all day, and I appreciate the offer.
Yes, it's comfy. I just come down, sorry. And you got me gone. Oh man, they're gonna come over here and try to kill me. I want you to know that. They're gonna come over here and try to kill me.
Who's that?
His brothers and his mother and his father. They're gonna come over here and try and kill me.
Don't open the door for him.
It doesn't matter. They don't go out there and rant and bullshit and everything, and then they cause commotion, and then I get complaints against me. Anyway, my name is Sarah.
Mm-hmm. Hi, sir. I'm showing this out just a minute.
What's your name?
Jeff, Deputy Brown.
Jeff. We're all gonna be like that right now. Did he get caught up?
He will be. Do you have a phone number, ma'am?
407-716-8634. I'm not getting arrested.
Nope, you're not. Did you do something you should be arrested for?
No,
Okay.
for the last time I fought back. Or 20 years.
Do you have an email address, ma'am?
SSN_Paul_1800@yahoo.com. You can totally come sit down over here.
I sit down all day. I appreciate the offer, but want to get this done for you. It's a little more comfortable for me to stand and do this.
I can't tell you how amazing it is. Oh my God, I didn't even say that. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Oh crap, the garbage is still there.
Okay, come on in and sit down so you can get this filled out.
Okay. Okay.
And what I need you to do is you'll just print your name right where that X is, and then I need you to just write the story about what happened today.
Print.
Yep, please.
I don't even know what triggered it.
So is this a husband, boyfriend? Are you guys married?
No.
How long have you been together?
2.5 years.
Was he drinking or anything today?
Yeah,
Both of you?
I have.
Okay.
Bless you.
Nothing wrong with that.
Here's my artwork thing, but, since I do artwork, but,
Okay, I need you to show us that. Very
I
nice.
do artwork.
Very nice.
I have as many times years as I do artwork.
No, nothing wrong with that. And who called the police? Did you call the police? Okay. Call 911?
Yes,
Very good. Has this happened before?
3 times. The last one that came up and they're like, oh yeah, we read your statement, so, you know, kind of who you are and what's going on.
So 3 times the police have been here? Was there ever,
Sheriff.
was sheriff, were there reports written when they were here?
I'm not really sure about that, I didn't have to sign anything.
Okay.
Not worth it. Okay. I'm not really sure what you're saying, I'm not really like.
What does it say? Can you read it to me?
Throwing me off the bed and beating in the head and stuff, am I supposed to write all that?
Yep, everything that happened.
I'm just writing all that?
Yep, everything that happened.
All that?
Yeah.
You see my neighbors out there, because they know their children are not kind of house and they know who it is.
So what was your phone number again? 407?
407-716. I'm not getting arrested.
Nope.
Out in the car still.
County charge $25.
Okay.
Could you give me 424 case number, please?
Stopping publishing at 10 minutes, 0 seconds on that file. Proceeding to third folder, OCSO 19-055572. Publishing audio file 911 call, -first.
911, what is the location of the emergency? Well, I didn't have an emergency here at my place, but, my boyfriend was arrested, I think last Thursday. And he has a no contact form, and he took it upon himself to come over to my house yesterday and took the bike that I bought for him, which is technically mine, and also my debit card. So, and okay, if he bought it, then it's a gift. He didn't. Okay, that's fine. I need my debit card though. Like I have my 8-year-old son coming over here. I can't buy groceries for him. Okay, then what's your address? My address is 4748 Branch, FRANTV, okay, Ward. So what's your apartment number? 3. Your apartment number? 3. Okay, just to make sure I heard you right. Sure. Okay. Do you use anything else with a credit card? Yeah, he bought beer and cigarettes. Yeah. Alright. So, what's your name? Sarah, Sarah. Okay, Sarah, you call back to 407-716-8684? Yes, okay. And he's at his parents' house right now, so if you need the actual address over there or whatever, she's done. I'm sorry, Sarah, what did you say? He's actually at his parents' house right now, so I don't know. Okay, well, we're gonna come to you first to make a report, okay? Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna get all this information in here, but because it is up to you, I need to send it to me, okay? All right, so when did this happen? Yesterday. Judge Eckwaker? Yeah, I mean, technically he's my boyfriend, but yeah, at this point he's my ex. Alright, what's his name? George, Jorge. Buffett? Torres, Corres. Okay, by chance, do you know how old he is? He's 41. 21378. Okay. So guys, please can recognize you, or you guys my first minute. Alright. So what color shirt pants are you wearing? Right now I'm wearing a blue shirt with white sweatpants. And there's a green pineapple on my door because it covers up the three. Okay. Do you have any weapons on you or your home? No. I mean, I have a baseball bat, but that's just only when I'm here by myself or me and my little 8-year-old. And you said the pineapple covering the three? Yeah, the green pineapple covering up the three that says welcome. And I have a little bird flag out front. Okay. All right, sir, we're going to do the next available WT, okay? No worries. All right. Thank you very much for the help. You're very welcome. Bye-bye. Okay, bye.
Publishing audio file 911 call, -2nd.
911, what is the location of your emergency? I don't necessarily have an emergency. It's 4748 Branch Court.
4748, what's the street name?
I'm sorry, what?
4748, and the name of the street.
Branch Court.
And what's going on there?
It's no contact thing.
Okay.
He's over here again.
Okay, is it Branch Court?
It's fucking penetrating.
Is it Branch Court or French Court?
FRANCD.
What's the appointment number?
3.
And what's going on there?
Too much.
Okay. What's going on?
Oh my, I gotta go with my dog. She's deaf. Hold on a second, please. I'm sorry, hold on. Come on. No, I gotta go on the plane. I'm sorry, hold on one second. I'm so sorry to take your time. No, get out. Oh,
Ma'am, what's your name?
Sarah.
Okay.
Get out of here. You picked my pantry.
Hello. Hello, ma'am. Do you need a deputy?
No.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, what you asking me?
Do you need a deputy?
No, not necessarily. I'm trying to get my dog. I have a blind dog and a deaf dog. I'm trying to get them in.
Okay, you're dialing 911.
Yes.
Okay, and you don't need a deputy?
He's here again. Take it. That's mine in full voucher. You're eating in my pantry.
And who's this person to you? Hello, ma'am?
Yes. Well, the first hours are gonna send somebody. So, I'm okay. Regardless. I know how it works. I'm okay. That's not yours. Hello?
I'm still here.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Oh, thanks. So, like, do what you gotta do.
All right, have a good day.
Publishing the one video in this file that starts with file name Axon.
Yeah, I feel like that was the same operator on the same day. I don't know because I'm not checking like the dates. I'm probably gonna go back and like double check dates and stuff, but it did sound like the same. But it also sounds like Sarah Boone doesn't have a lot of friends in her life and is very keen on having attention from police officers. I can't believe there's so much more. I feel like there's been like 12 hours of court today.
What's up, bro? It is. So what happened? What's going on now? Did this just happen?
What? No.
I said earlier.
Oh, no, Ryan is in, we dropped it.
So who called? So what's happening?
They're asking, not me.
Yeah, you speak to him, I'll speak to you later. Come here. So I'm guessing it's all for a reason, right?
Only 24 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you realize it's here, right? Have you been drinking?
I had a drink. I was screaming.
I didn't drink.
I'm looking at 116, if I get on that Forest Road, six manager, or the store manager.
No, look at the door, right? You know, I went, oh my God.
Okay, well, this is here, different directions, one the area, one the Hispanic male, and tattoos all over, no shirt, no pants.
Yeah, after, he's here.
Other one, tattoos.
Yeah, you can stay right here. You can stay right here. He didn't know, you didn't have to.
Another black male, no restrictions, bar,
After. Yeah, we left it earlier. We were starting your wish earlier. Yeah, we were starting your wish earlier, okay? But he's here. Okay.
24 hours.
That's the only reason. Yeah, I have to do it.
Today is president, 35
Stay right here.
cents, some of them draw.
You have to know. You have to know.
Transfer flow occurred last night.
Oh, you can come back, it's not right. It's just sprinkling, it's okay.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, just
Hey, but I'm literally making you know.
yeah, but you know he's gonna have to. Shit.
Last week, we guys would, I guess, a physical or whatever, I don't know. I got taken out of here with about no shirt
shoes or whatever. And then you went and saw the judge, right?
Yes.
And what did he say?
The judge was like,
Was it a female or male?
female.
Female? Okay. What, you don't know what she said?
He was bad.
Yes. My head hurts. Like, easy. I'm like, no, grab. That's a dog. I know. No, this is a thin blue line, but.
And what was written off there? I did not get it.
We're not gonna do it yet.
You didn't get, did you get any form of paperwork? I got paperwork, but I didn't get.
What was that paperwork for?
Paperwork was,
And what does it say?
No.
With who? With who?
With her, but she never said anything like that. It was just the judge that put it.
The judge is on the matters, right?
Is it?
Is she? I believe so. She's above us.
Is she above her?
She's the judge. She's the law. Okay.
Guys, you guys don't want to put me in. What's the name?
Is my other guy here? Okay. So here's the deal, man. Your paperwork says that you can't have any contact whatsoever with her. Okay. And if you do, it's a new charge. Okay. So. Have you been? Has she been drinking today? Have you been drinking? Okay. How long have you been here since?
I'm gonna be honest. You guys came here. He called me.
We know, because we went to your work of employment, and they told, and they told us that just left. Yep. And we knew that. We knew that she called you. We knew that. We knew she called.
Oh, it's just, he called me and said,
Yep.
where's they coming?
You're correct. Okay, so you know what's gonna happen, right?
Yes.
Okay. Stand up, Mark. You can take one last puff.
Please?
Yeah, one last one. Okay. Just put it out real quick. Alright.
Wait, no,
Never make sure that you
Relax, relax. Relax, okay? I want to see off your head. I want you to know all around that.
Right, just promise.
I don't think they promised you that.
I think it was earlier.
Well, that was earlier, this is kind of that. Right?
I didn't call.
You didn't say you called.
See, I told you.
But you did you call him earlier?
See, I told you.
Because he just told us. And we know the store told us.
I told you. Wait, is there anything that you do?
You're good. You can stay right there.
No, is there anything that is not?
No.
Not.
No, man, you know he has no contact order by the judge. He can't be here.
Okay. That's sometimes.
Yeah, but
You need help for anything?
no, we don't. We have our information already. So here's what's gonna happen, bud. You're gonna take the ride back down, and because it's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you're gonna see a judge tomorrow morning. We'll see you today. It might be the same judge that gave you no contact order. Okay? That's it. From here on out, but until that case is resolved, you cannot come here. Okay? Or have contact with her, even if she invites you. Okay? She called us earlier and told us that you guys had a no contact order. Okay? She don't want anything. Charge nothing. But we told her because it's domestic, instead of what it has to. Okay? So, alright, but just make sure he's got nothing on him. Hey, do you have anything on you, alright, bud? No, okay. We'll make that cordial as can be. Okay? We promise, alright? What you say?
I love you, babe. Don't take it easy. You hear me?
No. It's all right, man. Don't give me your mom some your photos. It's not there. I don't know it. You don't see those, terrible. What's the charge? So the domestic battery charge that he got hit with last week or whatever it was, he was given a no contact order by the judge. Okay, whether she invites him or not, I know. He knows he can't be here. So he was here this morning, and she called us this morning. Okay, he's now back. And he knows by the disease he can't get my contact. No, he gets a phone call. Yeah, he gets what he gets in. Well, if you have a piece of paper real quick, you can get it for me, and we'll give it to him. You don't know your mother's number? She had. If you can get it real quick, we'll give it to him. Can I get his mother's number? Yeah, make sure that.
I'm gonna call it quits there just because I have to take the dogs for a oh my god, WALK. And we'll just pick up. There's just a little bit more, but it's all I can't like put it in like 1.25 or 1.5 speed because we already can't hear the damn body cam. But so Friday, because I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So Friday we'll have a full day of the body cam, the last day, the verdict, reading of the verdict, and all that stuff. So we'll do a Friday wrap up of Sarah Boone. That's what we'll do. Sorry, I wasn't able to get through a whole day. It was a weird day. It was also really long. It was almost like 9 hours, and they usually don't go that long. But I got to get these dogs moving. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I will catch you guys Friday. Maybe we'll start at like 10 on Friday. That way we make sure we get everything done. So other than that, be good. Take care. Love y'all. I just put all those toys away. I literally just put all the toys away and they're going through them. Oh my gosh. All right. I'll see you next time. Bye.